Turning now to the coronavirus pandemic, Florida has surpassed a tragic milestone with more than 10,000 people in nursing homes and assisted living facilities dying of COVID-19 since last March. Kent Justice and News4JAX reporter Kelly Wiley are continuing our coverage of the pandemic at 6 o'clock. We begin with Kelly and the situation in long-term care facilities. Kelly?
Yeah, there are thousands of families who have borne the brunt of this pandemic, losing their loved ones at the beginning and throughout this pandemic. But health advocates are hopeful that data is showing that the vaccinations that are happening in these facilities now are making a difference.
Robin O'Hare lost her father, Andrew, at the start of the pandemic. A Marine veteran, her dad was 92 when he contracted COVID-19 at Heartland Healthcare in Orange virus. For months, she's watched as life-saving COVID-19 vaccines are administered in the very facility where her father caught the virus.
I wish it had come out sooner for someone like my father. Would it have made a difference? I think it would have. He was part of the collateral damage of this illness, and like many others, I'm trying not to look in the past, and neither is my family. We're trying to look and be hopeful for the future.
To date, he's one of more than 10,000 residents and staff who've died in nursing homes and assisted living facilities. Show more than 700 of those deaths happened in Northeast Florida. According to the Florida Department of Health, this is the most up-to-date information this week. The heartbreaking milestone in Florida comes as a top aide to New York Governor Andrew Cuomo told lawmakers the Cuomo administration delayed reporting deaths in its long-term care facility. According to AP News, for months, the administration dramatically underreported the statewide number of COVID-19 deaths among long-term care residents. According to the CDC, since December, more than 225,000 people in long-term care facilities have received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine in Florida. Kristen Knapp with the Florida Healthcare Association says numbers of new cases inside these facilities are beginning to decline.
And I think the vaccine is playing a big part of that. Again, our residents, we've seen in our nursing homes, all of them have had their first clinics. Most of our ALFs, I believe, if not all, have had their first dose clinics completed. Second dose clinics in both the ALFs and the nursing homes are underway, and we're even starting to see some third dose clinics start.
And there were two things that Kristen with the Healthcare Association pointed out about this large milestone that we've met with 10,000 deaths in our long-term care facilities. One was that we had significant challenges with personal protective gear in the beginning. A lot of these facilities and even the hospital were struggling to get masks and different things that can protect others from spreading the virus and from catching it. She also reminded us that a lot of these facilities are not set up like hospitals are to have isolation rooms for those with communicable diseases. The other thing that she reminded me of and that the data really bears out is that some of these facilities have had tremendous losses, not just 10 or more, but we're talking in the 70s across the state of losses in one facility. It's an enormous amount of grief for residents and for the staff members that care for them. And she reminded us that a lot of these staff members are actually experiencing a lot of trauma from experiencing this throughout the year. Reporting live in Jacksonville, Kelly Wiley, Channel 4, the local station.